What's up, guys? Well, I guess it's time to go back to working at McDonald's. Yep, Luna has crashed. It has been decimated. It's a very sad day for all of us. I personally had a bit of UST in the bank, a savings account. I did a video on it earlier. I apologize to any of you guys who went ahead and jumped in on that video and went ahead and did the looping mechanism because then you probably got zeroed out. However, if you just did the normal UST deposit, you're still down about 90%. So I'm very sorry if any of you guys followed the video. Didn't know about the death spiral, so I did some research. I didn't have a chance to make a video on the death spiral yet, so I did actually take a bit of my UST out. So I'm relatively safe. I did lose a good 5% of my portfolio, but survived and tried to make the money back on this Luna bounce. And today I'm just going to talk about the Luna recovery plan as well as the price action of Luna and where it can go and what are the different possibilities for it in the future as a meme coin, because they do have really great teams on the Luna protocol itself. There's a lot of great dApps and a lot of great teams and a lot of great minds that are working on Luna that will continue to, I think, use the dApps and the ecosystem that they currently have, because it would be a complete waste to not keep going with it. And actually, Luna has bounced, the market cap has actually bounced all the way from like 120, 130, all the way back to market cap 33. I believe it's stick around 2 billion for now, and I'm going to talk today about why I think that is. And so please just stay tuned and let's go ahead and jump right into the presentation today. So today, first thing I want to talk about is the Luna price action, because I think a lot of people are getting sucked into buying Luna right now, even though there's no way it's going to go back to the old price. So I went ahead and I calculated sort of the pricing and everything like that using the market cap and the supply to go ahead and figure out exactly what the maximum price could be if Luna goes back to its all-time high, which was at $30 billion market cap, or almost $40 billion at one point in time. I think it even went up to $45 billion. If you look at the supply and the current supply difference, it's about 16,920x difference. So it's actually been supremely inflated. It's ridiculously how inflated it is. Any Luna you had before, this is actually the biggest problem to this is the biggest culprit to the drop in price, is the actual inflation of the Luna token, not the market cap going down so far. The market cap did go from 30 billion to 2 billion, which was a big drop, but the biggest drop is actually because of this inflation that the I think it was Terraform Labs and Do Kwon kind of issued in order to try and stabilize the UST protocol. They said it was a bug, but I don't think it was a bug. It was the actual Luna death spiral that there's been several videos on YouTube about. Basically, you can see the market cap before the crash was about 30 billion, okay, and almost 40 billion in one time. And the market cap now is a 1.9 billion. So that's about 50x difference in market cap price, which means it went down 15x. To go ahead and calculate the maximum price Luna can get to, even with all this craziness going on, if it did go back to its original market cap around coin market cap rank of 7 or 8, it would be at a price of about half a penny. I don't think we're ever going to see, 20 cents or anything like that. It's going to be, at Dogecoin levels. There's no way it's going to go back up to $1 or even on $80. There's just no way. Maybe in like 30 years, if it becomes like the number one crypto in the world, or the dollar gets crazy inflated and we all have to have lots of dollars to buy anything, which I don't think will happen. So basically, if the Luna price goes up to, a $4 billion market cap, which I think is possible, we could basically see another 2x from here. But I don't see much more happening than a 2x until there is some really positive psychological sentiment coming from the kind of created from some of the Do Kwon announcements, or maybe some of the community members come up with a really good proposal and it passes, and there's a lot of good feedback based on this proposal. Then we could see the maybe market cap going back up to 10 million, but or sorry, 10 billion. But as of right now, I don't see it going much higher than 4 billion. That's just my personal target. And this is not financial advice, of course. You can 15x the price from now to equal the old market cap, and that would be about 0.0049 cents, which is about half a penny. And this actually matches up to the data if you calculate the price before of Luna, which was $80, and you just go ahead and divide that by the circulating supply difference. So the 16,920 difference equals about let me see, 0.00478. So this is the price of Luna if it were to go back to its all-time high with the current inflated supply. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts, take a look at what's going on. You can see all these numbers I pulled from CoinMarketCap. The price has actually gone up a little bit. Well, no, it's about the same from when I started preparing for this video. And let's go ahead and take a look next at the sort of updates to the Luna Terra ecosystem. Do Kwon has kind of posted it's a mediocre plan, I think. It's honestly, they really messed up when they minted the Luna tokens, I think, to go ahead and stabilize the UST. I believe he should have just held off and taken a community vote, and they should have just saved the Luna token to begin with. But by inflating Luna to save UST, they kind of hurt Luna a lot. But he did make an action plan. So I believe they're trying to go ahead and pay back a lot of the hodlers. There's a lot of hodlers that just kind of held Luna throughout the whole drop, as well as UST. So a lot of these people got really screwed because either they had their Luna staked or the UST staked and they couldn't unstake, or they believed in Do Kwon that he could bring back the peg. So his call to action is to go ahead and he said basically he wants all the validators and to reprogram the network ownership to 1 billion, and that would also be distributed among the affected parties. So for the recipients, he wants for recipients who held Luna prior to the depegging, 400 million should be allocated to them. Big Luna holders before the big crash, they should get 40%. I think that's fair because a lot of them are staking and they can't unstake and they just had to hodl. I have a few friends actually who lost a lot of money because they were staking Luna. They didn't want to put it in any of these other DeFi apps like Prism or anything like that. They wanted to just stake Luna because they believed in the long-term price action of Luna. 40% goes to them. The same 40% should be dispensed to UST holders who are prorate the data at the time of the new network upgrade, while 100 million, 10% should be given to Luna holders who held on until the final moment of the chain halt. So I think that this basically screws over anybody who bought Luna at the current prices. If you're basically buying Luna on exchanges right now, the Do Kwon, I don't believe this actually gives you any allocation to the new Luna. So basically screwing over anybody who went ahead and purchased Luna at the low current prices, which I don't think is fair, but honestly, I do believe they need to keep the system alive. If you guys have any opinions on this, please leave a comment below. I'm really curious to see what other people think about this plan. I'm not sure if he's going to be the one to be able to carry this out because I'm sure he has a lot of legal issues and other problems he has to be sorting out. So there might be a better community-led plan. I've seen several YouTubers come out with pretty cool plans. Hopefully they can pull this off. I do see Luna as continuing. I don't believe it's going to be completely dead. I do believe it's going to still remain in the top 20 or top 30 just because of all the amazing developers and dApps they have on the ecosystem and the huge community. The community won't just dry up and go away. They're very, very passionate about the Luna project. And if they manage to go ahead and compensate some of those holders, at least for part of their holdings, and I think they'll stick around to go ahead and bring back the ecosystem just because everyone is very passionate about the Luna project. And it was never, I don't think, just about UST, which was Do Kwon's kind of in his mind. That's what it was about. It was actually about the people that he brought together and that the Luna ecosystem brought together and all the amazing UI developers that the ecosystem brought together to create the amazing dApps that they have. I mean, I love using all the different dApps. It works really well with Cosmos. It has great interoperability. It's not going to go down. I think it's going to remain between a 2 billion and 5 billion coin market cap ranking unless this plan completely fails and Do Kwon does something like that. Basically, the community doesn't take very well. That is the only way I could see this failing. But as of right now, it seems like they're listening to the community and trying to kind of appease them a little bit. I want to reach out to anybody who has been, negatively affected by the Luna price or the UST price. I really feel for you. It's very, very sad to see this happen. It was a very risky project. I mean, crypto is new. There's a lot of things going on. It's a new feature, Nobody really knows if it's going to work. Nobody expected, bad actors to come along and, teamed up and go ahead and short Luna and do this whole, death spiral thing. It was forecasted by a few people. There is bad actors in all ecosystems, and the bigger the product gets, the more likely it is that these bad actors are going to target your ecosystem. I think as Luna market cap went up in ranks so fast, it just became such a big target that it was bound to get hit. And this UST peg was definitely the easiest, the weakest link in the chain. I do believe also that besides this, the Lunatics community could band together and make Luna into sort of a Shiba Inu type coin, a meme coin, because it did have 99.999% drop in price. Yep, that's pretty much it for my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see where the Luna coin leads us in the future. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Peace out, guys.
Bro, we need to pump it. Everybody, go to Twitter and hashtag the things. Pump it, pump it real good. We need a good pump. Everybody deserves a nice Tesla's pump.